Yo, what's up YouTube? I hope all of you are having a great day so far. My name is Cbass and today's video is going to consist of how do you get easy diamond SMGs. So to unlock diamond on your SMGs, you need to get gold on every single SMG in the game. And it's honestly not too hard since there's only 5 SMGs. Okay, for the first camo, which is going to be spray. This one's pretty easy, you can do it passively, get 300 eliminations with the MP5 or whichever SMG you are using. So that one's pretty easy, I don't need to go into that one. And then stripes, get 75 headshot battles with the MP5. This one, by the time you max out your gun, you get all these other ones done, I guarantee you will have 75 headshots. So I'm not going to be going over this because it should naturally come to you. Or classic, you have to get 5 kills without dying 20 times with all kills coming from the MP5 in multiplayer. So to do this, I recommend looking up a best class setup for that given weapon, but mainly what you are going to want to do is add a suppressor under your gun, because if you have a suppressor on, it's going to hide you from the minimap. So if you guys did not know, if you fire your weapon without a suppressor, you are going to show up on the minimap, so you are going to want to make sure you have a suppressor so the enemies don't hear you and they don't see you on the minimap. For the perks, I recommend adding the perk greed wildcard, and then adding tac mask, flat jacket, and then for your perk 3, I would do ghost and ninja. This is going to make it so you don't die by like nades, or if you get stunned you still have a chance to kill the enemies. And with the ninja and ghost, you're not going to be showing up on the minimap when they have a UAV, and the enemies won't be able to hear you coming up behind them or just walking up to them, because you will have that ninja which silences your footsteps. For the field upgrade, I recommend doing the field mic. This is like a portable UAV. For the tactical, I would recommend doing this stim shot. This is just going to make it so if you get to low health, you can pop that stim shot, it's going to bring you back up to 100, and then you're ready to challenge that enemy. So now that you have the class, now you actually have to get 5 kills in a row. The way I recommend doing this is just to play the regular way that you usually do. I'm a very aggressive player. So for the first 2-3 kills, I would play very aggressively, and then for the last kill or the last 2 kills, I would play very passive and let those kills come to me. So don't focus on the bloodthirsty right when you spawn in, just play like how you usually would, and then for those last 2 to 3 kills, just play very slow. And when you are playing slow, just sit behind cover and let the enemies come to you. If you're in a head glitch, it's going to be very hard for the enemies to kill you. And just so you guys know, I wouldn't focus on getting the bloodthirsties until you have every other camo done. If you have every other camo done and you still need bloodthirsties, then that's when I would actually focus on them. But until then, don't focus on them, just let it passively happen, just like the classic, the stripes, and the spray camos. Next up is going to be geometric. 50 long shot medals with the MP5 in multiplayer. So what you are going to want to do for this is maximize the bullet velocity on your weapon. In this case for the MP5, I added the reinforced heavy. This is going to add 80% to your bullet velocity. This is the max velocity that you can get with the MP5. And the reason I say that is because you want your bullets to hit the enemy as fast as possible. So if you shoot a bullet from one side of the map and it has to reach the other side of the map, you want it to be able to reach to the other side as fast as possible. So that's why you want to up that velocity. And I also recommend adding a suppressor on your weapon. So if you're in these weird areas to get your long shots, the enemies aren't going to really know where you're at because of your suppressor. I also recommend to add a underbarrel that's going to help you control the recoil as much as possible. In this case, this is going to be the field agent grip. You're going to get 20% to your horizontal recoil and 6% to your vertical recoil control. And that's just because, again, you're at longer distances, so there's going to be more recoil on your weapon, or it's just going to look like there's more recoil. So having this underbarrel is going to help minimize that. And lastly, you are going to want to throw on an optic on. I recommend doing the vision tech 2 times. It's going to make it so you can see those enemies at a distance very easily. So after you got the class for the long shots, I recommend going over to your barracks, then go to combat record, then go to multiplayer, choose the gun that you're trying to get long shots on, and then as you guys can see on screen, my face cam's blocking a little bit. On the right side, it says your long shot range is 36 meters and up. So that means you need to kill someone at 36 meters plus to get your long shot. And a very easy way to see this is to use your ping feature. If you're on controller, it is left on the D-pad. Not sure on keyboard and mouse because I am a controller player. But if you ping a certain area, you actually can see how far that area is. So just go to a certain area of the map, and then you can ping different locations, and then you'll know where you need to kill someone for that long shot. And lastly, I recommend to play hardcore, just so it's about 1 to 2 bullets to kill your enemies. You're not going to need to lay out a full clip into them to be able to kill them. And that's going to wrap it up for the long shots. If you want a more in-depth long shot guide, I will have a link above me right now. Next up is going to be Flora. To unlock Flora, you need to kill 75 enemies that are detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. So this one should be very passive. By the time you complete the other challenges, you should have this one already done. But if you are struggling, I would play Hardpoint or Domination and try to get lots of kills on the flag. And that's going to wrap it up for Flora. Now let's get into the Science Camos, which is the most pain in the ass challenge in COD history probably. And that is to kill 75 enemies at point blank range in multiplayer. This is a super annoying challenge, but the way to do it is to be a ninja. Just be a complete ninja. You are going to want to throw a suppressor on your weapon and a laser sight. And then you are going to want to equip the ghost perk and the ninja perk. Once you do all those things, you are going to want to play the combined arms mosh pit. So this mode is the ground war of Cold War. It's going to be very big maps. And what you are going to want to do is go in huge flanks. You want to be able to get behind the enemies. So do whatever you can to get behind the enemies. And once you get behind them, you'll see there's lots of people sniping. And so for the people that are sniping, I would just walk up to them and kill them. That's pretty much all you have to do. Just sneak around the map, get behind the enemies, walk up to them and kill them. And since you have ninja and ghost, they won't know that you're there. And again, if you want a more in-depth guide on this, I will have a link above me right now. The next camo is going to be the Psychedelic camos. So for the Psychedelic, you have to kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times in multiplayer. This is honestly pretty simple. By the time you get these point blank kills, you will probably have Psychedelic done. But the way you want to do Psychedelic is just to play the respawn modes. I recommend playing Domination or Hardpoint, especially Hardpoint because it's going to be a very fast paced mode. Most people are going to be around the Hardpoint. For the class, I recommend doing Ghost or Ninja or both. Add a suppressor on your gun, add a high capacity mag, and just play very aggressive in hardpoint and it should naturally come to you. And that is going to wrap up everything on how to get diamond camo on SMGs very quick in Cold War. If this video helped you at any point, I would really appreciate if you could hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my content and be able to get dark matter very fast, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's what all of my content is about. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.